Dr. Jaffe, one of our customers wrote in and asks, is there a good way to measure cytokines, or what part of the immune system is activated in systemic inflammation?
Yes, and it's a particularly timely question in the time of pandemics and the time when so-called cytokine storm has become part of our conversation. Now, what are cytokines and what is cytokine storm? Cytokines are derived from the fat you eat. If, for example, you take in a balance of the healthy and essential fats, that's omega-3 EPA DHA, in balance with omega-6, arachidonic acid, and linoleic acid. Most Americans, because of food processing and technology, take in 20 to 40 or 50 times more omega-6, which tends to activate, than the omega-3 that tends to soothe. So omega-3, important for repair and resilience. Omega-6, important when you need attention to an area of trauma or affliction. Artemis Simopoulos, a colleague, has written extensively about the Greek Mediterranean diet and lifestyle and how it balances out using whole foods that you can digest, assimilate, and eliminate without immune burden, how it balances out the cytokines. And so it goes from the essential fats to something called thromboxanes, which my lab studied in collaboration with others in the 1970s when I was at the clinical center of NIH. And thromboxanes are very potent, but evanescent. They last seconds. They don't last very long. They are converted into what we call prostaglandins, like prostaglandin E1, prostaglandin E2, prostaglandin F2 alpha, reflecting the source fat from which they're derived. Now, these are metabolites. These are molecules that we can measure in the urine. However, they're the product of the active thromboxane. And then we get to the question of cytokines, also known as interleukins, fat-derived active molecules in the physiology of our language of life. And what we recommend is more wholeness, more foods you can digest, assimilate, and eliminate without immune burden, good hydration, being self-aware, using 4 self-assessments and 8 predictive biomarkers to guide you to the best outcome goal value, where you have a very high probability of living long and well at low cost and suffering. Whereas today, we actually spend an awful lot that in aggregate, we know only contributes to earlier death from complications of therapies and other causes of suffering and demise. So now is the time for us to embrace personalized, proactive, primary predictive prevention and use it in practice protocols that we have pioneered and validated over the last decades. And we look forward to helping more and more people feel and function well through a full span of life.